Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs Channel. Happy Monday evening, 7 p.m. I hope we're all okay. Hope the day's treated us all well. I've just finished watching the Belgium game, and lo and behold, Belgium stinking up the joint again. There's something about that team that they just can't seem to get going, you know. But yeah, just finished watching that. Obviously coming into here, speaking to all of you lovely people, talking Spurs, talking half the time rubbish, knowing us. And yeah, I hope we're all right. You will see in the sort of live chat comment box. If you can't see that, don't worry about it. I'll explain it anyway. I have actually created the second channel, so I have pinned it up there. So if you do see this, you know, click that link, subscribe. I'll be very much appreciative of that. I think I think we've already hit like 10 subs. It's only been up like 10 minutes, so that's always quite nice, at least. And if you are watching this back and you're not watching it live, I have created a new channel. I have put it in my community notes, so you should see it quite easily. So if you do want to watch it, subscribe to it. It's for more sort of like the lower key side of football watch-alongs, gaming, all that stuff. All right. But in this video, though, we are talking Ivan Toney. We are talking an interesting situation with this Ivan Toney stuff. So I want to talk about that. We're talking Pierre-Emile Hojbjerg'S agent's quotes about, obviously, his client. We're talking Calafiori. I also talk about this weird thing that I saw about Joshua Zirkzee, which I wanted to bring in. And yeah, just an overall chat. Obviously, I know France play at 8. So obviously, want to head off and, you know, enjoy that in a bit of peace. So yeah. Anyway, just want to say, though, if you're watching this and you're new, subscribe. Very much enjoy. Well, you're very much welcome to join us for the journey, and like the video, obviously, if you haven't already. And yeah, let's start with the Ivan Toney stuff. Obviously, Van Gogh, mate, how are you, buddy? You all right? Evening, Teddy, mate. Teddy, I did respond to you. I will have a look at the link after this. All right, mate. Got the tea on the hob whilst I'm listening along. On the hob, Ollie, are you like 84? Good man, though. Ollie, how'd you take your tea? Tell me. I got here early this time. Live only started 2 minutes ago. That means you were 2 minutes late, don't you think? Huh? Yeah, that's right. Don't mess with me. Right. Anyway, let's talk about the Ivan Toney yet. I haven't drank any KA drinks yet. No, mate. No, I was drinking way too many pints at the weekend instead. But I'm back on my summer fruit squash, obviously. Come on, you know me. You know me. Right, let's talk. I want to talk Ivan Toney, all right? Before you go in there going, I don't want Ivan Toney, I do want Ivan Toney. This is really key that you listen to what this bit of information is, all right? Okay. So, it's very fascinating. Now, this is why you have to be very wary as to what you believe transfers-wise and what you sort of take into any reasonable account that it might be a genuine link, okay? So, it's ironic that, you know, you follow these, you know, big Spurs pages and you know, people tell me about, you know, what they sort of say on lives and things like that. I don't watch any of them. But one of them actually put up, and it was from transfers.com, that Spurs had a £40 million bid rejected for Ivan Toney. Brentford wants 65 million for the striker. Spurs have already a verbal agreement over personal terms of Toney. To which Michael Bridge, who is very much in the know of the Spurs world, working at Sky Sports News, put, not remotely true. I don't think there's a bid in for Ivan Toney. I really don't. I think we're way early on that. I sort of said that I think as the Euro starts to whittle, and obviously, I guess Copa America, when they start to whittle down the teams left, you know, if your team obviously goes out, you're probably going to start to see that, well, the market for that player is going to just pick up all of a sudden. And I think it's the same situation. You know, I think with, you know, Eurezes and things like that, I do think it potentially, England doing well slows down us going for those sort of players potentially, you know. I just think with an Ivan Toney, I think people are maybe wanting to see if he does play for England. I think people are wanting to see how Brentford go about their summer transfer business. There's a lot of things that go into it. Evening, Liam, mate. How are you? Tears in dinner. Oh, sorry. What was for dinner? You got to remember, Ollie, I'm a southerner. So it's dinner for me. It's not tea. Tea is a drink. Dinner is, you know, what you'd have for tea, I guess. There you go. If you're not from England, that just blew your mind that we call what you'd call a meal after work, you know, your dinner or tea, with two different names for it, depending on where you are in the country. Rubbish old fact. That's a useless bit of information. Sorry about that. But yeah, so look, just be careful of what you read online. Not everything that you see is legit and true. And I would say this is one of those that isn't true. There isn't a bid in at the moment. All right. So it's important that I bring it to you, but it's important, you sort of know it as well. All right. Stay far away from Toxic Tony. It'll only bring us headaches and trouble. Liston is definitely not an Ivan Toney supporter. I can promise you that if you weren't aware already. So there was that on Ivan Toney. Let's talk about Riccardo Calafiori. And again, we'll see what happens from this side of things. But we have had reports from Italy saying that Spurs have inquired to Bologna over signing Calafiori. The club's requested information from his entourage. Juventus are ahead in the race, but watch out for the possible rich proposal from Spurs. So we talked about Calafiori earlier, by the way. If you weren't aware, obviously 2 lives a day, you know that. The 12 o'clock live contained chatting about the Calafiori situation. I still think he goes to Juventus, regardless of what I've just told you there. I still think he goes to Juventus. It's one of the bigger clubs in Italy. They're going to pay him way more than he would at Bologna. He gets to work with his former manager that he was at Bologna with, right? So all these things kind of stack up. When we look at this situation, though, Calafiori genuinely, if we truly want him, I wouldn't wait to the end of the Euros. I'd be going all out to sort of show to him, look, we're really keen for you, really want you. And I think it would show a lot of evidence on that, And like I said, he's not an easy one. I think Juventus have got the option there, but what's to say you don't give it a punt? You know what I mean? If you truly want him, go for it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, But if you don't try, you don't get. It's the attitude, I gave up on England. They just play boring football. I think we have a culture of players not being brave when they wear the England shirt. Only Jew breaks the mold. Darren, I think we've got a manager that doesn't know what attacking football is, even if it slapped him in the face. Got hoisin chicken, veg, stir fry, going with some rice. Oi, nice. Nice, mate. Well, look, Ollie, like I told you, it's summer season. And as a rugby boy, it's about putting that effort in the kitchen, all right? Chipping Teasprings to mind, e.g. fish and chips. Yeah, I look at that as a tea as like a fish and chips, to be fair. It's not a bad shout. Updates about Grassy. Nothing at the moment, Ted. Nothing at the moment. Big up, Clement. How are you, buddy? You all right? Evening, Daniel. I don't think expect to sign any players playing at the Euros until after the Euros. Well, like I said, with whittling down of teams and things like that, you'll probably find that's when the action starts to pick up. Striker as a Calafiori grey winger could be Spurs' best transfer window yet. Yeah, I'd say so. MGS. So I was just in my head trying to think about it. I wasn't having a moment. After that Italy game and the way Dragusin performed, I'm convinced if we get him in our rotation would be peak. I'm coming to Calafiori in a bit. Don't worry. Tea can be dinner, but also just tea. If I had butter scones for tea, did I have scones for dinner or scones together with tea? See, that's what I mean. Listen, it's a serious situation, mate. Serious situation. It's a very delicate situation. It's like saying to someone, scones or scones. It's the same thing, but they mean completely different things. Big up, Joshua, mate. How are you, buddy? You all right? So, yeah, that is a little bit on Calafiori, right? I want to talk about this. This is what I want to talk about in regards to Joshua Zirkzee, because this is, I think, fascinating. We talk about, this is what it costs to sign a player, but you always forget how much money goes to agents and things like that. It's never just, this is the deal. There's always a little bit more. The agent fees come in. And Mark Goldbridge put this out, and I thought it's fascinating. I don't know if it's truly true, but if it is, it's horrific. He said Xerxes' agent is wanting £12.5 million to facilitate a deal. That's the agent. That's not the player. That's not a club. That is an agent. That is ridiculous. I don't care if the player was worth 10 million and ended up being 22.5 million. I'm sorry, that is ridiculous. That's disgusting. So yeah, let's steer clear of that one. Definitely steer clear of Xerxes. Let's get him off the list. Brother. Imagine Ange speaks to the media. I'm not Imagine Ange speaks to the media. I'm not a manager. I'm a coach, and I've been told what I have to make do with what I have got. He wouldn't say that, would he? I'm coming to Hojbjerg's agent in a bit. Hanko, tell you what, Slovakia beating Belgium, fair bloody play to Slovakia. That was a great result from them. I know Lukaku had 2 chalked off, didn't he? But fair play to Slovakia. Massive, massive win for them. If you never watched a Pender play, watch the boy hit top speed. He is rapid. But yeah, good result for Slovakia. Just Belgium for you. They're nothing what they were a few years ago. That team looks frail as anything, you know. I'm coming to the hit Dragusin in a bit. Don't worry, man. I'm sure AC was getting. Yeah, they're getting him, and they can have him, mate. They can have him. Pender is him. Pender was different gravy when he came on. I was like, you just look at a player and go, yeah, he's got a little bit about him. I quite like that. Slovakia look a good side and Belgium look spent force. Yeah, Belgium look like a boxer in the 9th round after spending 8 rounds trying to knock you out. They've not got really anything left. They've got a De Bruyne and they've got a few interesting players, but nothing mental. Slovakia have that warrior spirit. Hell yeah, they do. Lukaku 2 chalked off. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I saw the second one, right? I saw it go in. I literally went down. I went to go to the kitchen, get myself a drink, came back, and it was like Slovakia fans celebrating. It was 1-0. And I was like, yeah, I've missed something here. Don't know what I've missed, but I've missed something. This was my first time watching a Pender play. I was actually pleased. It felt like Belgium's energy changed completely. Yeah, very direct. Very direct. Have you watched Switzerland? I hadn't watched Switzerland, Teddy, mate. They play. When did Switzerland play? Was it Saturday? I can't remember. Tell me when they played so I can tell you if I was busy or not. What do you think of Lobotka? He might do it in our midfield. Solid, but we're elsewhere. Did Galatasaray bid 8 million for Hojbjerg? They're having a laugh. Hadn't seen that, mate. Belgium, good team on paper, not so good on grass. Yeah, true. Slovakia did. So that's not for me. Saturday. Well, yeah, I was busy all day Saturday, so I didn't get. I watched the Spain game. And yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch Switzerland's. And I watched, I think, somewhat of the first half of the Italy game, but I was out doing a pub crawl. So, yeah, didn't really get a chance, unfortunately. So that's a bit on Xerxes if you want to know agent fees and things like that. But they won with a goal by Mbolo, who you didn't rate. I rate Mbolo as a international player, not as a club player. I couldn't even tell you what club he plays for. So, there's that. Right. Really quickly, if you weren't aware, Romania won, is it 3-0 against Ukraine? And Radu Dragusin was a monster. He won 2 out of 2 aerial duels, 1-on-1 out of ground duels 1. He had 10 clearances, 5 headed clearances, 3 recoveries, and 2 blocks. He was immense. I actually watched this game. I was thinking, will I watch it? It's Romania, Ukraine. It won't be any good. And I thought, nah, Dragusin's playing. If Dragusin's playing, I'm going to try and watch this game. And they were. I thought Romania were very good actually. And do you know when people talk about dark horses? Look, they're not going to win it, but could Romania throw up a few upsets? I've seen lesser things happen, so they could be the dark horses of the group. Which I did see was that Gary Neville put Portugal as his dark horse. So I was like, Portugal with Ronaldo, Fernandes, Silva, Dias, all these people that have won trebles in football. Yeah, they're dark horses. I love Gary Neville, but that wasn't it. Dragusin was also, he was so good. He was so good, honestly. And people then go, well, we need to find a way to get Mickey, Romero, and him into a team. And I'm like, yeah, I love this idea of trying to cram players into a team again, because that works every time. And then people forget about Destiny Udogie, who was the best left back in the league last year. It's called rotation. Why? I really don't get why Spurs fans seem to have this idea that we have 11 and then only backups. Why can't we have an 11 plus an extra 14, 15, 16 players who you can rotate with quality and continuously rotate? I don't get it. We seem to cram into this idea of no player ever wants to come for us. We've already got the best 11 in the world. The 11 can get upgraded in itself, but we should also have quality. We should have 4 players at centre back that we can go. We can pick from any of these this weekend. They're going to be unreal, you know. So I was really, I was so happy for him. So happy for him. He was a monster. Yeah, very good. Italy looked very good. They look like a 10 along with Spain and Germany. I don't know if Italy are going to be. I think so far Germany have been my team. I think Spain were good, but I think after they scored a couple, sort of their 3 goals, they just kind of coasted. Whereas Germany, I think Germany put their foot on Scotland's throat and didn't take it off. I think Germany beat both of those teams. Plus being at home as well, that plays a massive part. Love the group games. It's like window shopping. Yeah, these group games have been good. I was wondering, I was like, it's going to be they're going to be some really rubbish games. And actually, was England's game the worst, potentially? I mean, it was good for us as England fans. Like, obviously, we had to watch our team play. But if you're a neutral, you're probably thinking that might have been the worst game, you know? Hi, am I late? You are. We're 16 minutes in nearly, Zane. How are you, buddy? You're right. Squad game, not backup. Exactly. Squad game, Clive. Sorry. I completely agree, mate. Romania were brilliant. Always have a good wide players. Andrew Gujan was immense. Absolutely. Have we signed Vlahovic? No. And I honestly, there's better options. Semi-unknown players having fantastic international tournaments should be appreciated with caution. Absolutely. But as long as we're not the ones getting burnt by those hype beasts, as you might call them, then I'm fine with it. I love it. The England game, if I speak, I'm in big trouble. Dude, you need to worry about yourselves. Worry about Colombia. Do they come knocking at the door again? The US going, please no. They're the boogeyman, aren't they? Colombia. James Rodriguez, he's the boogeyman. If we're one of the favourites after what Southgate served up, then Italy has to be contenders at the way they move the ball about. Yeah, I think Italy are always going to be contenders. You talk about winners' pedigree. I'm just saying, I think right now, they're not my favourites. England aren't my favourites. Do I want England to win? Yes. Do I think England can win? Yes. Do I think Italy can win? Yes. I just think Germany have been that much better. You know, I think Germany have been the best team so far, and they potentially could be a juggernaut. You know, we did have quite backup players this season. Just look what happened after 1 or 2 injuries. Yeah, and Ange didn't trust some of them because they weren't his sort of players. Now, if we go and get Ange his sort of players, and then we have rotation, woohoo, could be good. Any updates on Eze? Not at the moment, Zane, mate. No, at the moment, not after the video the other day. France, Germany, Spain, Portugal, one of the 4 teams will win the Euros. You're giving yourself quite a big field to work with there, Daniel. Yeah, you've done all right to pick literally probably the 4 favourites. See you later, Polly. Take care. Dude, the Hungarian striker Martin Adam has no reason to be this good. Playmaker, long shots, ball striking, ball control, creative passes, low stamina, a complete forward. Low stamina makes him the complete forward, Marshall. Interesting. But yeah, by the way, guys, I have pinned my new account in the chat. So do subscribe if you can. It'll be for gaming and football watch-alongs as well in these Euros. Won't be doing Copa America. I'll be asleep. Do you think perhaps she can pull off Calafiori? Hopefully we can. If there's anyone that can, it will be him. Perhaps she is that guy. What's your thoughts on Vuskovic, a young defender we signed, about to go on loan in Belgium? Hey, one of the most exciting young centre-backs in the world of football. Let's not put that pressure on him, though. He's exciting. He's very raw. Let him have another season in Belgium, which Belgium is a very solid league, by the way. Let him develop. Did you see Ronaldinho ripped apart the Brazilian team? Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate anything he really said. I think there's some players that, are very good, but then don't really do it in terms of, I saw that Vinicius has got 3 goals in 30 games, and he's supposed to be a Ballon d'Or winner. I mean, Richarlison in that time scored, 2021? We don't need backups. We need quality players to push starters. Exactly. Rotation, Michael. We want rotation. We don't want a defined 11 and then whatever's behind. Because then when you go into rotation for like a Europa League or a cup game, the drop off is massive. And then you start having to realize, then we actually are having to force people playing 2 to 3 games a week just because the backups aren't enough and the rotation aren't enough. The rest of them teams are lacking something. Scotland lacking a good team, full stop. Ouch. What he said is literal truth. What's Ante doing the world's most decorative team? I don't know why he's at Man United, let alone his Brazil. He can't start at Man United, but he can then go into the Brazil squad. Thoughts on the Bentancur situation? I will leave that to Sonny to deal with, mate. He's apologised. So, he's apologised. I'd assume he's apologised personally. He's probably spoken with Sonny closely. I will let that situation play by Sonny's ear. That's the way I look at it. Too many people are too judgmental of the situation. Was it a done thing? Yeah. But he's apologised. And as long as he apologised directly to Sonny, he's made real efforts. You know what I mean? What did Hojbjerg say? I just got here. I haven't said it yet, Zay, so don't worry, mate. Southgate's management resembles my mum driving. Handbrake is always on. Difference is she doesn't do it on purpose, though. Yeah, he honestly, he somehow manages to make some of the most exciting talent in the world look so pedestrian. We should give Leeds Roden and Skip for Somerville. Well, I've seen that Brighton has supposedly started. They've opened talks for Somerville. I've seen that. I refuse to care how much player costs or makes per week. I just got the question, does he make Tottenham better? That's a fair question. You have to care a little bit, just in case, we do what other teams do and get themselves crucified by financial fair play. But the round table, the way I go, does he make us better? Does he make us considerably better? Because the idea is I don't want to bring someone that makes us that little bit better in like a backup position or a rotation position. I want it to be, he's really good. He's going to push, he's going to push Sonny to start. He's going to push Maddison to start. He's going to push Van der Ven. He's going to push Vicario. That's what I want, Bentancur didn't even mean, he just said that Sonny looks like his cousin. I look like my cousins. Everyone looks like their cousins. It's just the connotations of it, mate. These sort of things, the idea is let it resolve themselves with the people involved, the way I look at it, all right? And here's an Ivan Toney. Zane, I did it at the start. I disproved a rumour that we had made a bid. Even Philip, how are you, mate? I'm good, though. Thank you for asking. I've had a good day. Gym was good. Did some Sainsbury's shopping, supermarket shopping, or grocery shopping for Shroomsy. Did obviously the 12 o'clock live. Set up the new channel for what football watch-alongs and gaming, and which is obviously in the chat. And yeah, it's been a solid day, mate. How was yours day? How was your day, mate? How did Southgate getting a job just because he was a crap man? He's a yes man, Eddie. And the reason he's linked with the Man United job is because the guy that hired him is the guy who's now, well, not running Man United, but he's soon to run Man United, and Dan Ashworth. So there's that. Right, I need to look at the Hojbjerg agent quotes now. It's on my phone, so apologies. I'm bringing them up over here. So you still see my face, not my side profile. So, yeah, this is a long one, so I will pause sort of halfway through. Don't worry. France playing their strongest team, might be a bit worried about Austria. Right, hang on, let me quickly look at the French team. I can tell you if you're wrong. Is my boy Yusuf in there? Yusuf, where are you? Quick little look. My Nan Hernandez, not my actual Nan. Teo Hernandez, Upamecano, Saliba starts. Jules Koundé, Rabiot, Kante, Marcus Thuram, Griezmann, Dembele, Mbappe. Is that their strongest 11? I mean, Tchouameni and Camavinga on the bench, and they're playing Kante and Rabiot. I don't think that's the strongest 11. I'm not sure about that. But the rest of it's pretty solid. Every team of France is their strongest team, though. Yeah, they've just got depth upon depth upon depth, haven't they? Spain cannot win without Pedro Porro. Yeah. How is he not even in the squad? I don't understand. Fafana, Eze Kubo, Jimenez, Gray, Calafiori. Does that make us challenge on all fronts? I think we might just be a little bit short, but it would get bloody close to that. It's not the strongest midfield, but to have that as a weaker side is naughty. Oh, it's ridiculous, Philip. It's ridiculous how they've done that. How you fluked that one then? Yeah, bonkers. Fair play. You know, it must be nice having that amount of crazy depth. Apparently, Saudi have moved off of Salah and now plan on persuading Son. Not that I think he'd go, as he doesn't care about the money, but how much would you take for him to let you go? The way I look at those sort of deals, Ollie, let them make their offer and then tell them what's your best offer, and then you work from there. So, right, let's talk these quotes anyway. So Pierre Hojbjerg's agent clarifies situation of players' futures. Came from Fabrizio Romano, so don't worry, okay. This year I started working with Pierre, and it was a great satisfaction for me to be able to convince a top player for the project I had for him. Pierre has already experienced a lot in his career, and he's had a great season at Tottenham with top coaches like Mourinho and then Conte last year. In the national team, he is a big leader as well. So what's the plan for the future? He could leave Tottenham in the transfer window was a question. He said a player like him will surely be a part of a club with great ambition or project because he's not just a strong player, but with a character made to fight for important things every year. Pierre feels comfortable in the pressure to win, and I'm working in this sense. Interesting that you think that, mate. Is there a direction for the future club he wants to join? He is telling me that every year he dreams of trophies in the end of the season and doesn't like to play for nothing. This is his mindset. This is his mission. Then he was asked, there are already proposals for Hojbjerg. He said, I'm working on the many requests that we have already received. Yes, but we will analyze all possibilities after the Euros during the holidays when we will spend time together and then look forward to the next chapter. Then they asked him, the plan is to make a decision on his future club around July, August. So, and he said, the national team is giving back his lost serenity now. I'm sure whoever signs Hojbjerg will do a bargain. Well, you know, by all means, get him gone then. Let us make loads of money out of him. What is it with our players who seem to have agents that just love chatting too much? You know, I mean, Dragusin's a big one, but look, he will be sold. He will go after the Euros. Not a big deal. Move on, you know. Account Funf, mate. How are we? Sell Son 150 million, buy Isaac 130 million. I tell you what, if KVN, if they knew we had that money from selling Son, they'd want even more. Who are going to be the biggest bottle jobs of this Euros? Could you say Belgium? Austria beat Germany back in November 2-0 and recently put 6 past Turkey. Yeah, true. I don't really rate Turkey, but this German team on home soil in a major tournament, never bet against them. Hojbjerg did communicate well that in the game was talking a lot. Whoever buys them will get a good player. Not sure Levy will make it a bargain. Hey, as long as we get our money, that's all I care about. If that's how they feel, then go. Exactly. I agree. I agree if that's how they feel, go. He's on the way to the gym. It's chest day. I think I'm doing chest day tomorrow, or it's shoulders. I'm not too sure. Make sure time under tension, focus on every rep, and work hard. 20 million from him is fair, probably about right. Gary Neville frustrates me. 1 minute he says we have the players to win the tournament. Now he's saying we lack a Rodri and Cruz type that we can receive the ball in the half turn. I think Rice is good. Like, I know I'm a Spurs fan. Oh my God, I like an Arsenal player. I think he's good. What they're talking about is the Trent position. And there's players in that squad that can play that position. Don't need to worry about it. But of course, it's English media. It's not just him. English media that always overreacts to the good or the bad. Sometimes, I mean, you know, they talk about all this pressure on Adam Wharton and Kobe Mainoo. And it's like, just let them play. Just let them play. You know, they're young kids. Let them play. Annie, what do you think is Kane's one weakness? I don't know, pace. That's all I can say, I guess. Austria are not a bad team. They get Bakers, could be in for a surprise. I mean, you are talking probably about the best team in the world. I would say, listen, just be wary. If France hit third gear, they beat Austria, hands down. And that's third gear. If it's fourth or fifth gear, if it's fifth gear, they'll beat them 4-5-0. Genuinely, that's the kind of France that scares the it scares the heebie-jeebies out of me. If I come to London one day from Germany, we've got to hit the gym together, Andy. Oh, you'd be so lucky. Built different. Now, honestly, I tell you what. If this page does well, and obviously monetization, I make my money and everything like that. You know, when they talk about like pre-season tours, Australia, things like that, I'll definitely, do stuff with people abroad and things like that. It'd be cool. I think Radu can play as 6 someday. Just let's worry about him as a centre back. Let's just worry about him as a centre back. He nerfed him. Yeah, Kane got nerfed with his pace. By the way, last thing I did see, and then we'll have a bit of a chat about some other stuff, is in case you didn't know, we obviously been linked with Mark Gray in the past, or Gay, and Matt Law reckons Palace want at least 65 million for him this summer. Obviously, I don't think we're going for him at all, but just in case you were unsure, about 65 million, because let's be honest, they're gonna be selling Elise and probably Eze. So they're not going to want to sell a player that they don't need to sell, So there is that. Oh, Ange's going to be on ITV coverage of Belgium-Romania on Saturday. And he'll be doing the England-Slovenia game as well. Interesting. Be good to see Ange. I reckon Ange as a studio guest is just different gravy. The English media are literally on their knees for Bellingham. Any touches. Oh, what a touch. Look at his skill, maturity. I mean, he's good, but come on. Again, it's one of those. Just let him play. Let him play, It's the same thing with Kane. If Kane, drops too deep, he's playing too deep. He should be on the last line of defence. He's on the last line of defence, not getting the service. He's a passenger. He's not impacting the game. It's like Phil Foden. Phil Foden was the Premier League player of the season. He was the best player in the Premier League last season. He won that trophy, right? He's had a game where he didn't look the greatest and he's playing out of position and people are ridiculing him for it. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Phil Foden, right? Think of it like this. Phil Foden would be Spurs' best player. Genuinely. Okay. You might say Romero and I might give you that one. But Phil Foden is an absolute rock star. Yet, as soon as he plays for England, screw him, screw this, he's rubbish, he's that, he's the other. And I just can't be asked for it all, to be honest. Make your own opinion about things. Don't listen to what some journalists say. It's not, don't listen to them. Yeah, Ange will be doing the Romania game, so he'll be looking at Dragusin going, hey, let's show us what you got. Dragusin will play a lot more next year, hands down. 4 competitions, he'll be playing a lot of football next year. Silver Fred, there he is, buddy. How are you, mate? You're right. Big up, man. If we sign some good players like Kuba, Eze, Conor Gallagher, Jimenez, Fofana, Gray, we're going to be more dangerous than before. Hell yeah, we're going to be more dangerous than before. Milton, mate, how are you? What have you missed this far? Well, we talked about agent fees on Joshua Zirkzee. We talked about that Spurs haven't made a bid for Ivan Toney. We talked about Hojbjerg'S agent talking about basically moving Hojbjerg this summer. We talked about Calafiori and Spurs potentially making moves on him. Adam Wharton and Gray can play as the 2 in front of the defence. Gray's a centre half. Wharton's a centre mid. Morning, Inakoma, mate. How are you? Absolutely. Loving the fact that Romania won. I love it. It's bloody great. If we sign Kuba or any 40-plus winger, I don't think we'll sign a striker this window. That is a fair shout. Would I take Kuba? I definitely would. Not my first option. Doing well just at work. Bloody freezing. Wrap up warm, mate. Wrap up warm. Wrap up warm. It's pretty all right here. Obviously, it's 25-8. Sun's out. Not too bad. Well, Gray is a centre half. Wharton's a centre mid, is what I'm saying. Like, they didn't play side by side. They played in a line, if you know what I mean. Like he's here and the other guy's there maybe, but you know what I mean. Doing any watch alongs in the future? Well, guys, you are listening. Everyone, if you don't know, that link that is in the chat, that is my new account for doing like watch alongs and some gaming and stuff like that. A bit more of a casual vibe. So I will be doing some Euro watch alongs. Please subscribe to that channel. I really do appreciate it. This week we'll have some stuff out on that channel as well. And yeah, by the way, if you're watching this back and obviously you can't see that, it is a community post. It is out ready for you to subscribe if you already want to, which would be nice. Very much appreciate anyone that does subscribe. Obviously, it's not for everyone, so I know if it isn't for you, don't worry. Sun's out, guns out. Occasionally. Van Gogh and Marshall having a little mother's meeting between the two of them. Love to see it. Love to see it. Any polls for today? Well, I'm glad you asked, mate. I was about to. So, Casey Keller out. Casey Keller, what's it? Honestly, Mr. M comes in with the odd player here and there. I think that's his task for every single live is to bring up a different player in each time and say that player out. Benoit Surcotta was the last one. See what I mean? So there is that. Right. So this is most important position-wise, guys, all right? So, you know, pick what you think is more important for Spurs' summer transfer activities, okay? So I just want to do just the defence at the moment. Have a little vote on there whilst I have a little look. Big up, mate. Big up. I forgot I already subbed to that new channel. I'm subscriber number 6. When you hit 1 million sub, can you send a free t-shirt for the first original 10 subscribers? Yes. Well, I wouldn't know who the first 10 are listing, mate. But, you know, we'll definitely do some, like, cool stuff like that, I reckon, on this channel, probably before that channel. We'll do some cool stuff on this channel for sure, Spurs-related giveaways, for sure. Got to build up the subscriber count a little bit more. We're at 2.52. Obviously, subscribe to this channel if you're new, by the way. We're at over 2,500. Need to keep building this one. Look at Ronaldo. He was a weak guy during his United debut. Started gymming, became jacked and fended off defenders. It came like me. That's how I do it. Holding mid. Well, holding mid was an option, was it, Mr. M? It was left centre back, right back, and left back. Left centre back that can play left back. More importantly, right centre back that can play right back. Well, do you know what I find interesting is that actually right back is winning this at the moment. I'll leave it up there for another minute. Obviously, if you haven't voted in the poll, please vote in the poll. All right. I'm going to do a video of expressions. Oh, there's a lot of energy. We have somewhat a different usage of the English language as well, which, you know, probably makes it a weird game of tennis, if you know what I mean. Now, we're definitely this coming season, we're going to do some different stuff. So I've got a friend who, like I said, he does what I sort of do, but for Brighton Hove Albion, so the Brighton team. Definitely might do a little couple of collabs with him when we play them, because that'd be really cool. For, like, especially if you guys don't know a lot about Brighton, it's really good for you to understand what they're about. And he's also my friend, so I actually trust him to, you know, not cause carnage on my channel, if you know what I mean. He's just as much of an idiot as me, though, so that's the fun thing. Kubo Jimenez, in your opinion, would you rather try for Kulu as a false 9? I'd probably say Jimenez because I want a number 9. You know, let back because Poro can defend. Udogie can't. He's a literal winger. Udogie can defend, dudes. Did you not watch him against Saka and Salah and players like that? Summer fruits, dude. You already know it's summer fruit squash. Look at the coloring of that now. The coloring of that's a bit better, isn't it? So when I put my hand behind it, it looks like Kool-Aid. When you take it away, it just looks like water. I should definitely just sign Sia Khaleesi for centre back. Would tear up any striker. Just send me in there, mate. Just send me in there. I'm gonna send you some Ribena, bro. Ah, dude, it's summer fruit squash. It's what I care about. Although Vimto roll up sweets, you know. Can you imagine Andy and X? Yeah, Not sure it'd be the same sort of thing, you know. Have hopes of Burval. He's used to pressure to being a known wonder kid for ages. I believe he had 50,000 subs on Instagram when he was like 12. That well, yeah, I didn't know that. Definitely not scapular day. Too much water in there. Well, it's 4 times strength. It does look weak, but it's not. I promise. I like strong squash. Don't you worry. I actually need to learn a lot more about teams as this is my first full year watching football in general. I joined Spurs community needs the final 2 months of the 2022-23 season. And plus, a lot of football has changed in that time. So I don't blame you for maybe like kind of being a bit confused at times. Um, what I would say is when I do like my previews and reviews of games, I mean, reviews is a bit different because obviously you can like watch there and then that team that I've done a preview on. Reviews might be a bit different. There's things that maybe you may have missed, but with previews, definitely, you know, that's one that you want to jump in on. Or, you know, when we do our loan roundups, that's ones you want to jump in on because you are going to know so much more about teams. Too much water. It's definitely I've already done that. The new manager at Palace plays a 3-4-2 on the Grey is 6. Yeah, yeah. I'm looking at him as a centre half, mate. I'm definitely not. If we were buying him, I wouldn't want him anywhere near as a 6. He was fantastic yesterday as a centre back. So a diluted Kool-Aid. Absolutely not. I can't believe I spent my time talking about KA. I tell you what, Darren, I will buy KA at some point in the next few weeks. If you keep reminding me, I will buy one and I will drink it on a stream just for you. You have to be in the streams though for me to know. Because otherwise, if I get one and drink it and you're not here, what was the point? You know. You have to tell me one day in the next few weeks. Tell me what one is good as well. All right. All right. By the way, Andy, you and a subscriber predicted Romania scoring a hat trick. I think it was Dragusin I said scoring a hat trick, did I not? But I'll take the shout out there though, Marshall, mate. I appreciate that. Is it KA? Right. Can you hang on. I'll put it as a poll. I'll put it as well. So someone can help me because I might get this wrong. Right. How does it sound? Sorry, if you don't know what this drink is, don't worry. Can you just what does it sound like so I can help me? Because I clearly evidently get it wrong. And the Professor Peppy. Yeah, but I don't really like Dr. Pepper, so I don't know if that'll be any point. I'm reminding you that you promised that you show the bottle you were drinking. Listen, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll try and remember it tomorrow, mate. I promise. All right. The red one is like summer fruits. You lying to me? Because if I drink it, it's not like summer fruits. You and me are gonna have a falling out, Mister M. Fruit punch and black grape are addictive. Well, I don't know if I want to do them then. I don't want to get addicted to it. All right, so it's KA. It's like how I've been saying it. It's not K. It's KA. Because some of you, right? Because hang on, I've had 7 people say to me it's one, and you know what actually is it? Is it KA or is it K? How can we not all? How can we not all agree on this one thing? How is it? How is it that we can't agree on this one thing? You know, it's KA. But by the looks of it, it's KA, right? Or is it K? This is mental. How can we not get an answer to this one, guys? Why is it that we're all sort of 50-50 on this? Is it one of those ones where if I'm northern, I say something, and I'm south, I'm say something different? Is that what it maybe is? I'm not doubting that you know what the drink is, Mr. M. I'm just querying into how would you pronounce this drink? Because I don't want to keep saying it's Ka or Ka and look like an idiot when it's wrong. But by the looks of things, I mean, well, people say it's Ka, but then a lot of you in the comments said it's Ka. Ah, this is mental. This is mental. Right, I want to end that poll because the poll. Sorry, if you're not aware, it's a drink in England. Don't worry about it if you're not aware of what that drink is. All right. Oh, Donna's in here. Here we go. Definitely not a tank top. They're lying for some reason, but you pronounce it K-A. All right. We'll call it K-A from now on, all right? We'll call it K-A. Lukaka. Lakaka. Jesus Christ, Donna. Jesus Christ. Hang on, this is mental. Right. The fact she's actually got Donna Cullen as the profile picture as well is mental. Joined on July 1st, 2023. There we go. A little bit rubbish for you. Yeah, true. Annie, can you perhaps say chip chip cheerio? Chip chip cheerio? Is that how you would want me to say it? Chip chip cheerio? And then in your head, in your guys, it's like, hey man, you're right. Hey man, don't worry about it. Colombia are not that scary a team. The people, yeah, people would say K, never drank the drink and are having problems ordering. By the way, Lukaku stank the place today. Well, you had 2 goals disallowed, didn't it? It's pronounced Koi Oi. Oh, I'm getting confused now. So you're screwing my head. Come on, I'll show mate today a hat trick of shockers. I guess so. So there is that. Right, a few more minutes, and I'm gonna get myself all ready to just chill and watch the French game in a bit of peace. Even in Sofiane, mate, where you been? Have you seen Belgium? They were rubbish, Sofiane, weren't they? They were rubbish. Doing a fantasy Euros team. See, I give up with fantasy football about one day into it. I just care about making a funny name up and then everyone laughing at that, and that's me done. That's me winning the league. But I don't know. I'll tell you what. Oh, need to spell that correctly. I don't know if you'd be maybe keen. I mean, I'm not really into it as much, but if people are keen to do it, it could be a good bit of fun for maybe everyone to do like a little fancy football for this community. Could be good fun. Yeah, don't worry about it, listen, dude. Don't worry about it. Do you say Ford K or Ford KA? I know you read that both ways in your head just now. Yeah, Tony, man. I don't actually know. Maybe I'll just call it Ford. There's a Ford there, I was eating, sorry. That's all right, Sofiane. Sofiane, what were you eating, mate? I'm keen to know now. Don't just drop me in and hook me on there. Mr. Andy, sun's out, buns out. Definitely not. It's pronounced cat. Oh, nice. I like that. Just got hit with some hard karma. My TV set just went out because of the rain. Now I can't watch the game. Dreamsy, I'm just going to say this now, mate. I'm a religious man. All right. You, mate, definitely got hit by someone above that. I'm not saying I said anything to do it, but this obsession with Tony by the fans reminds me of Nobel. Look how that turned out. Evening, James, first and foremost. Well, I was just dispelling the rumours on Ivan Toney, at least. Should do the FBL League and have a prize for the winner or top 3. Well, are you paying, Ollie? Are you paying out? Mr. Andy, I give you an offer. Go on a blind Zoom date with me. I will tell you my secret. Is the secret, Donna, that you're secretly running Spurs and not Daniel Levy? Paul, Tony, or Eze? Well, Mr. M, we already know who's going to win that one, mate. Eze. Just say KA and the assistant now knows what you're talking about. Yeah, I'll say KA from now on. How about that? Which religion do I follow? I am Christian, Roman Catholic. I ate rice with chicken. Chicken and rice is what you were supposed to say. I had chicken and rice. And you sound like a bodybuilder, Sofiane. I had to eat chicken and rice for years. And I'm so off it. So off it. because I'm losing weight at the moment as well. It's a good thing for losing weight. Obviously, lower on the rice intake. Obviously, chicken breast is great for losing weight, but yeah, beef mince, low fat beef mince is what I'm doing right now, mate. Pender was great today. Was raving about him before anyone. Well, what before me, Madsy? I don't know. It's the drink maker's initials, and in Jamaican, patoy means because. Wow, there you go. I'll be the one winning. Trust. Well, then you're the one that has to put in all the money for the winner, no? Because it's just you sending the money to your bank account. Cheers, Ollie, mate. Appreciate that. Do you know Donna Cullen is a man on here, right? I am very much allowing the trolling because it's just I don't really care for it, if you know what I mean. Not in a bad way, but it's not offensive. It's not hurting anyone, you know. Have I seen Belgium play? I did see Belgium, and yeah, I don't think they're going to be threatening one in this tournament. Andy, is your surname Levy? No, it's actually pronounced Lavy, Lavy. You know. Can't wait to hear Ange be a pundit for ITV in Belgium-Romania match this Saturday. Sure, be a class. Well, he'll be a pundit in the. He'll be a pundit, won't he? But I'm looking forward to it. I think watching Fabregas, and look, I don't like Fabregas because the Arsenal and Chelsea, but listening to Fabregas, you were like, actually, I feel like I'm learning from him. Richards and Ferdinand was just vibes, you know. Dude, I can't even change my TV channel. Oh, my days, bloody hell, mate. Shroomsy, what a shame. Oh, God. Do you know what you should do? Is put on the Tom Brady induction to Patriots Hall of Fame. That was a good watch. That was a good watch. I was surprised Peyton Manning turned up for it. Can a Pender compete with Semi? Just saying. Jesus Christ. I was wondering, it only took 52 minutes for Marshall to bring him up out of nowhere. Levy out, not Levy or Levy. It's Levy. It's both of us. We both had to get out. Madsy, I don't know what you're on about, mate. What you mean Donna isn't actually Donna? What? It's like when we get Daniel Levy in here. It's like, look, Daniel's here. No, he needs to be signing some people. Are you related to Daniel Levy? No, I'm not related to Daniel Levy. We have two very different last names. Levy and Levy. Two different. I'm the real Donna Cullen. Lily White Lane said he would delete his channel if Romania finished first. I don't know who that is, but he must be a little bit nervous. Every time Ange says, mate, take a drink, everyone be oh my word. When is Ange doing the punditry again? When is that? Because if it's a weekend, then maybe, but if it's in the weekday, I can't be doing it to myself. I'm getting older, so the drinking takes a little bit more effect on me than it used to. Donna is really Donna, you know. Peyton had to shut up because if Eli shut up, he would have beaten Tom to the podium. No, yeah, I'm a Patriots fan, but I'll let you have that one. I think Eli Manning is underrated in comedy. The Manning cast on Monday Night Football was brilliant. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's just brothers winding each other up, but it's great. Absolutely great. Gunshot, no. If Donna Collins, she says she is, no one would lie. The roast of Tom Brady was so obnoxiously American. It was. I think if you didn't truly know about Tom Brady or anything really around that world, you wouldn't have learned much or understood much. But Tom's the GOAT. He is the GOAT. The roast of Tom Brady was trash, embarrassing. Yeah, they definitely dug into the same sort of few jokes, but that's what roasts are. They're all a bit naff. We don't lie. I could tell the drinks hit Andy because he was skipping people. When was I skipping people? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Stop lying. You'll be the heir to Levy's job. By the way, I saw Levy with nice hair. Looks scary. I will not be the heir to his job because you guys wouldn't like me. The roasting of Tommy is bad for even an American. Yeah, it wasn't great to be honest. There was a few good jokes, but it wasn't. It just yeah, it didn't land the way I think people were hoping it was going to land. But why did I just get a tweet surrounding Dedrick Boyata? Um, Romania played better football than England today. Yeah, I agree. They were brilliant, and Dragusin was fantastic. Kamagoo, late, mate. You're 55 minutes in, bud. I hope you're well, though. That's the important thing. Hope you're all right. Yeah, obviously, new channel being created. It's in the comment section. Do subscribe if you're new. All right, be really appreciative of that, and it's in the community notes if you're watching this and it's not live. Jesus Christ, Donna. National anthem starting now. Thank you very much, Ollie. Thank you very much. And Kim Kardashian got booed. What a surprise. What a surprise. Yeah, that is the end of the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Thank you very much all for joining me on this lovely Monday evening. Back tomorrow at 12 p.m. at lunchtime for UK time. Talking some more transfers. And yeah, new channels up. Subscribe to it. And we'll be definitely talking some new stuff on there. Football watch longs for the Euros. We'll also be doing gaming stuff on there as well. So plenty of cool stuff will be going up there this week. Thank you all so much for joining. I'll see you all tomorrow at 12 p.m. Take care, guys. Enjoy your evening. Catch you later.